Hello, spider friends. We're live, or we're not live if you're just watching this later on catch up. Hello. When last we spoke, my Acanthascurria Geneticulata, my giant white knee, Carmen, was in the process of molting. Well, I say that she had laid down the molting bed and then decided to go. I'm not going to molt when I actually went live. Just to apologise in advance. I've got a fan on because it's quite warm, and I just need the air. Right. So here is Carmen, freshly molted. I am now speaking into the fan, which is why my voice sounds funny. Ha 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 ha. Actually, I'm just going to move this out the way. There we go. Yeah, so this is Carmen. She's freshly malted. You may be able to see her fangs are still white. Her limbs are exoskeleton. It's still hardening. I was pretty convinced that Carmen was a female, particularly after I got my confirmed female Acanthascurria Geneticulata Daisy. But now I'm not so sure. Now I'm not so sure, because the pedipalps look quite big, but could just be that she's just gotten bigger. Like, take a look, what do you think? What do you think of these pedipalps? Do they look quite big to you? Or they look quite big to me. So I'm not quite sure, but we do have her mold. And I've ordered a sexoscope. It sounds so rude. I've ordered one of those clip-on things that go on your phone to take a look at the molt. The molt, just perfect molt. Take a look at this baby. Oh, don't break. How cool is this? Such a nice malt. So fresh. She didn't want me to take it, obviously. I dropped it. She didn't want me to take it because it belonged to her and I was stealing it. But yeah, this is the malt. I think it looks pretty decent. I should be able to sex it. But yeah, I'm now thinking Carmen could be a Carlos. Who knows? So we're going to have to wait and see on that one. So, title of the video. I've got some new spiders. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm doing this video now because I live with my mum. And my mum's gone out to have her tea down the town. So she's not in and she can't hear me. I've got new spiders, but I've also got new spiders coming. Oops. You see, I ordered 2 juveniles. I ordered a new Brachypelma albipilosum to replace Tasha because I was really upset about Tasha dying. So I wanted another curly hair because I really like curly hairs. And Momo's growing and is looking great, but I didn't know what happened to Tasha and it really upset me. So, you know, I ordered a new one, a juvenile. I also ordered a juvenile Brachypelma hamori, a Mexican red knee, because I had 3 slings. Why these 3 fingers? I do not know. These 3 fingers shall not get shot in a German pub. 3 slings. I had Tony, Ralph and Vanellope. Now I was convinced Ralph was going to die. Ralph's pulled through, but Vanellope and Tony have both died. So I thought, is it me? Is it like that I cannot take care of brachypelmas? Or was it just that they were it just happened, because it sometimes just happens with slings. And also, right, I always buy silent crickets, and the place that I get them from, they've mixed in some black ones and they're making sounds and it's driving me insane. So as soon as I figure out which ones are the hummers, they're getting fed to the spooders. Yeah, so I've got a juvie Brachypelma hamori, Mexican redknee, and I've got a juvie albipilosum, curly hair, coming. And I also have 3 slings, because they were really cheap. Got from Spiders World, EU. So I got like another pumpkin patch. I got a Brachypelma auratus, and I got, what was the third one? I can't remember. I can't remember. I know it was like £3. That's why I bought it. I'm bad. But yeah, so I got some moslings, so they're coming. And then I ordered a mystery box from Portsmouth Tarantulas. Like a £10, just a £10 one, but yeah, I ordered a £10 mystery box. So I'm gonna have some more spiders. So yeah, I'm a bad person buying loads of spiders, but yes, new additions. So my friend said to me, I'm going to give you your birthday presents 3 weeks early because it's my birthday, like towards the back end of the month. And I was like, oh, but it's not my birthday for 3 weeks. And she was like, well, like Tanya really wants to get, Tanya's her wife, really wants to get, Evie and Tanya are my friends, and I'm sharing that they are wives. And they bought me some beautiful, beautiful birthday presents. And Tanya really wanted me to have them early because they were spiders. And I didn't know that they were spiders. So I've got them and I've housed them. And that was interesting this afternoon. So what I have first is a Davus pentaloris, which is a tiger rump, which I have named Dean Tavaloris. Now, this is him in the corner. He's got the spooky log. I think I showed that a little while ago. I just think it's actually for a fish tank, but I just think it'll look so cool when it's all webbed up. It's like a hide. It's like enrichment, but yeah, there's the little tiger rump. Dean Tavaloris. Right. If you don't get it, right, and I think that there's just me and me who thinks this is funny, right? Every time I see the Davus pentaloris, I crack up because I think of Dean Tavaloris. If you don't know who that is, right? The League of Gentlemen, Series 3, had a character in it called Dean Tavaloris, who was a magician. I crack myself up. Who was a magician, and every time I see Davus pentaloris, I think Dean Tavaloris. So I'd said to myself, if I ever got one, I'd have to name it Dean Tavaloris, and lo and behold, here we have a tiger rump. There's a little juvie, and he's so cute, and he was so chill, coming out of the little pot, like sat on my hand for a good 10 minutes, on the tissue, not on my bare skin, while my friend ran and got me, because at first I thought I could put him in one of my smaller enclosures, but when I saw the size of it, I thought, it's not really, I'll just go with this size one, because it will do them for at least a few molts. And I don't like having to change for enclosures too often. So yeah, I thought this will be like a really suitable home for him. And my friend went off, she got substrate for me, popped it in. I then put the things in, and then when it came to putting Dean Tavaloris into his new house, he went in, and then he went, I'm going for a walk, and then like shot off, and I was not expecting it. I didn't have a catch cup ready. My friend was like, here, I've got a jelly pot, catch him in the jelly pot. And I was like, oh my god, no, please don't give me another escape tarantula. I've already got one free range one in the front room somewhere. So no, I don't no. Oh, it was bad. It was really, really bad. But I caught him, and got him back into his house. So yeah, this is not to be trusted. This is not to be trusted at all. He sat on my hand for 10 minutes, not moving a muscle. I was actually concerned he was dead at first. And then the second he gets to his house, he goes, I'm going to bolt, and ran away as far as he could, which was not actually that far. But yeah, so that was fun. So this is Dean Tavaloris. The second spider that they got me, which was excessive, like totally, like, you know, far too much, but thank you so much because I love it, is my very, very, very first avic. It's an avicularia, and it's called Vicky because it's an avic, because I'm not very original. But this is Vicky on the lid. I'm not sure if it's a male or a female. I don't think it's confirmed, but yeah, quite happy on the lid here. The climbing structure inside is a birthday candle holder in the shape of a chandelier that I got from a place in Spain when I went to Benidorm with my mum on holiday, and it was her birthday, and I'd got her this excuse me, I'm going to take a drink because I feel my throat dry. I got her this like chandelier thing to put some birthday candles in to put on a cake for a birthday, and she brought it back with us from Spain, and it occurred to me that it'd be a good climbing thing. And I've seen like other people like with really complicated like structures for climbing and stuff, and I didn't have one of those, but I did have a chandelier, so that's what we're going to try out and see how she takes it. If she doesn't use it, I'll take it out. It's like that simple. Excuse me, I'm going to take another drink here. I know it can get really controversial with PetTube about the kind of enrichment that you use for your animals, and like where you maybe get it wrong, like have I not left enough room? We'll soon see. Is the answer to that? I didn't know that I was getting them. I knew the day before. I knew the day before that I was getting them, so I really didn't have time to prepare very much. But I knew I had boxes. I knew I had like enclosures. But I'm really quite low on enrichment items, so yes, I decided to use the chandelier, and we're going to see if Vicky's interested in using it or not. If not, I'll take it out and replace it with something else. But for now, Vicky's quite happy on the lid. When Vicky first came into their enclosure, though, they did decide to have a bath. The first place that they went was into this little water bowl, butt first and back legs, and then turned around and went in front leg first, and then was like climbing around the walls a bit, but couldn't quite manage it because they were wet. And then they went around and then went back into the water bowl for another swim. Don't know if they meant to do it or not, but yeah, so Vicky's currently on the mesh ceiling. So I was told that avics, it used to be how do I phrase it? It used to be that the common advice was that you had to have really wet substrate, like really damp substrate, because that's what they liked. And that's been revised, and people say it doesn't need to be really wet, it should be moist, and it should have good ventilation. So I've put them in this enclosure because this ventilation is basically, there is a gigantic hole in the roof. This is mesh, this is very soft mesh, this is a pencil case. It is cross-hatched to prevent escape. This was my fruit fly tub, in fact, but I got sick of dealing with the fruit flies, so I switched to like micro crickets. But yeah, so there's loads of ventilation, loads of air coming through here, and we're just gonna take it slowly and see and make sure that she's comfortable, make sure that she's going to use her enrichment items. If she's not, like I say, I'll replace it. She does have a snack in there as well. So yeah, we'll just see. I should be able to get a replacement item soon, but I did want something in there for her to play with. So yes, these are my new additions, and I love them so much. So we've got Vicky, the avic, and we have Dean Tavaloris. The Davus pentaloris. And this log, when that's all webbed up, that's going to look so cool. So cool. In case anyone's wondering, because I know that people are like, oh, you don't use enough substrate. I pack my substrate really, really densely for the fossorial species, so that when they do start digging into it, that they've got so much soil to play with. That's why, like, I don't show them often, but my dark mustard, I can't do the Latin, I'm very sorry. My dark mustard spider, they have like a very densely packed substrate, and they're a fossorial species, at least I think they are. Anyway, because they've dug loads of tunnels and like the substrate is everywhere, and it's like it's quite deep. Well, it looks quite deep now, but it's like the same amount as this, but it was just deeply, densely packed, really densely packed. So, like, oh, you do a little hole for them to start off, like start a tunnel in that. But yeah, I like to pack it so that they've got the option. That's my approach to spider keeping. Some may disagree. We could have a grown-up discussion about it in the comments. Please don't come after me. Pet tubers scare me. One final thing. If you used to watch my old channel, I used to do, as well as spiders, I used to do toy openings. And I was saying recently, I'm going to bring some of this back. This is a Pick Me Pop. This is the new kind. If you're only interested in spiders, by the way, there's going to be nothing more about spiders, so you can tune out. These are the Dormies Surprise. These are in the shape of a donut. Normally Pick Me Pops are in the shape of like a lollipop, and I stopped buying a lot of them because I didn't know what to do with the packaging, and I felt really guilty about having all that plastic packaging. But this looks like it could be repurposed a lot easier than the giant lollipop things. So we're going to open this up. These are new, and these were like a £5 in Asda I bought it from. And we're going to see what these are about. I really like Pick Me Pops. It's like a tiny little plushie, a tiny little plushie with a nice smell. Now, I don't know what's going to be in here. I think it might be actually a squishy. Woo! Which I also like. I like squishies. I'm down with the kids. So now there is a second layer. This is, we can see the donut now, which is really cool. But now there is a second layer of plastic, which is bad. Bad Pick Me Pops. Unnecessary plastic. We already had one layer of plastic. We don't need a second layer of plastic around the plastic container. Think of the earth. It's not very eco-friendly. So we have the donut. It's got a little like cordy thing on the tab, presumably to hang it up. And this opens legadies. Ooh. Danger, don't swallow anything leaflet. We have the thing. We have the sheet. There's always a sticker. That's just told me what it is because I looked at it. I never learn. I never learn. You're my whole world. Caramel cream donut. Scooter the ladybug. It's a ladybird. It's not a ladybug. It's a beetle, not a bug. Like, don't call them ladybugs. It's just, no, it's a ladybird. A ladybird. Right. So, the leaflet always tells you what's in the series. It tells you what's rare, what's ultra rare. Excuse me. There's different scents. There's berry glaze, caramel cream, chocolate glazed. I would assume that smells the same. Cinnamon, coconut dipped, custard cream, classic glaze, powdered sugar, strawberry jelly. So I don't think I'll be buying these again because if it's custard, that means it's vanilla. And I cannot bear the smell of vanilla. The cases look pretty cool though. We know we've got the ladybug, ladybird. That appears to be a common one. There are special ones, there are larger ones, there are limited edition ones, different sized ones. So if you're like, you're into this stuff, there's a few, there's always a few to get. So we'll take open the packaging and have a look at our squishy. Oh, I am surprised. It's a plushy squishy. It's a plush. It says slow rise, like a squishy, but actually it's not. It is just a plushie. That's so weird. What was this again? Caramel. It doesn't smell like caramel at all. Like cream. It smells like cream, but it doesn't smell like caramel. So this is the little plushie. It's actually really, really super duper cute. But I don't know how they can describe this as a ladybird because it's just got flowers on it, and surely the thing of a ladybird is that it's got spots on it. We had we're going to wrap this up in a minute. But I had this issue before with Pick Me Pops where I got a zebra, and as we all know, what makes a zebra? It's a stripy horse. Yes, stripy horse. Well, the Pick Me Pop that I got was spotty. That's not stripy, is it? And that's pretty much the defining thing of zebra. So yeah, I'd forgotten about that. This is why I need to keep on top of these things. But I really do actually like this case. This can be used for other things. I might use this for dice. Yes, in fact, yes, I will be using this for dice. Right, I'm going to sign off because my tea's ready and I'm going to have a toad in the hole. Then I'm going to put these spiders away, put them back to bed. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. If you watched live or if you watched at a later point, it doesn't matter. I appreciate every single view. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Drop a like if you can. Leave a comment. Do something to support the channel. It would really mean a lot to me. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again next time.